Hi everybody, it's Kim and I am here today to share with you a design team project for the month of February for Craftsupplies1. This is my last project for February, and as you know, starting March the 1st, we have our big, huge, amazing cross promotion with Gina's Designs, and everyone is all abuzz about that and very, very excited, and we're all really looking forward to it. There's going to be some amazing projects coming up and lots of fun things, so I'm hoping that you guys will tune in for that. But right now I want to share with you this project, and actually this is kind of a little precursor to what's coming up next month, because I created a banner, as you saw in the photos, but the banner itself is actually from Gina's. And I have added, of course, some gorgeous Craftsupplies1 goodies to it. So let me get started. I actually made this for myself, for my craft room, which isn't something that I normally do. I usually, give my projects away or their gifts or whatever, or I put them up on my Etsy store. But, I thought, I have a spot above a closet in my room, and I thought I'd really like to make a banner. I did it one other time, and I made it for Lily, actually. Hi, Lily. And so that got sent to Norway, and I've always wanted to make myself one, so that's what I did. And so let me get started with what I did. Like I said, the base of this is from Gina's. These are chipboard, and they're 2 layers. And I used, the paper in the background I used is the Tim Holtz French Industrial, and I love that paper. It's so vintage, and I just absolutely adore that paper, and it's in the colors that I love too. So I used my vintage seam binding to attach everything together. And I also added a few just white seam binding bows in between the pieces. But to start it off here, I created this beautiful, gorgeous flower, and these are all Craftsupplies1 goodies with the exception of this doily. This is a vintage one from my stash. And underneath here you can see this is some of Julie's new trim in her store. It is a polka dot trim, and I just love it. It's so pretty. It's like a box pleat. You can see there. And all I did was just do a running stitch and gathered it. And then on top of that, I used this lace here, which is a gorgeous cotton insertion lace with the beautiful white satin ribbon running through it. Same thing, just a running stitch. And then on the top, I used one of her beautiful new flowers that she has in her store. You can see here, and it's got the little satin flower with the stamens and the little satin leaves here. So that was the flower that I created. It's very dimensional and super pretty, and I just backed it onto a doily, like I said. And then I just used some seam binding just to dangle down. So one of the first pieces here that I did, I wanted to really incorporate a lot of Julie's beautiful laces because I really just love them. She's got a huge selection of Venice trims in her store now, so it's kind of really exciting. And you guys know how much I love lace, so this was really fun to play with. So what I did was I used words that to me I find very inspiring, and of course Inspire is one of them. Now all of the wood that you see on here is from Witchcraft Do You Do on Zibbet. Carrie had sent me these. Hello, Carrie. And I just love them. And I wanted to keep them in the natural wood color. I didn't want to paint them or anything because I just like the way they look. So all I've done to them is glossy accents to these larger words. I'll explain what I did to the Scrabble tiles in a moment. So what I did was I took a couple of Julie's laces that she sent me in my DT kit. This is a beautiful, gorgeous tan cotton. And I've used that on every single one of them at the top. It's the similar lace that you'll see running through the project. And then underneath it, on each piece, I've used a different Venice trim. So this one has this beautiful, gorgeous daisy pattern on it, and I just love it. And these are from Julie's store, these large scissors. I don't know if she has those in stock right now. You'd have to go over and have a look, but I've had that in my stash for quite a while because they're one of my favorite things that Julie carried. And then I've used all flowers are from Julie's store. This is one of her new ones. These are the organza flowers with the beautiful little piece of bling. Isn't that gorgeous? And of course it has some satin leaves on the side here. And then these are new in her store. These are her gold flowers, and I am like totally addicted to these. Love these, Julie. I am totally addicted to these flowers. I absolutely love them. Really cool, metallic, but you know, they're great for steampunk, but they're also great for vintage projects such as this, vintage looking projects. And then this is one of Julie's larger cream colored roses from her store. And here is one of Julie's metal pieces. This is the heart, and it's kind of like a black bronze color, and I've embossed it here with some Stampendous Shabby White embossing powder. And the same thing with this. This is actually a copper filigree piece from her store, and I've embossed it as well. And then I took some more of her Venice trim, and I cut these flowers out, and these are so beautiful. Look how thick they are. Really just beautiful, gorgeous, soft Venice trims. So I just love. And again, I've used just a seam binding bow in between. Now the second banner piece, I've used Scrabble tiles from Witchcraft, and these ones I've used glossy accents on and just some micro beads just to give them a little bit of texture. I love micro beads, they're so fun to play with. And again, here you can see that I've used the same beige trim along the top, and then a different Venice trim underneath here. And this one has just some flowers and some berry clusters in it. It's really pretty. Now here we've got more of Julie's flowers, and another of the same flowers that I used in the big flowers that I used on the end piece flowers there, with the organza and the satin and the beautiful little stamens here. And there you can see more of the gold flowers and more of her smaller white ones and things like that. And then here, this piece here is new to Julie's store. This is her large filigree emblem, and I mean, this thing is huge. It's so pretty. I just love it. And I have embossed it. I used a vintage button from my stash, which is a clock, and it says Paris on it. And then these two wings here are from Craftsupplies1. These are the bronze wing charms from Julie's store, and I put them on either side of the clock. And then down here I've got Julie's smaller golden clocks on either side of the piece there, just down at the bottom, and I just left them gold. So those are the first two pieces. And then the third piece, I've used the Sentiment of Dream, and again, I've just used glossy accents on it. Sorry for the noise here, guys. Now here I've used the same tan trim again, and then on the top here, I've got more of Julie's beautiful flowers in the gold and cream and white. There's one of the big ones in the middle, and just kind of going across. The crown is from Julie's store. That's her gold crown. And then here I've used a doily that Julie actually sent me at Christmas time. So I thought that would be kind of nice to have on here because Julie sent me that as a gift. And then I've used one of her penny farthing bikes that are new in her store, and she has these in silver and copper, I believe. And I've used my Stampendous Shabby White, my favorite embossing powder, on it. And then this bling piece, actually, Julie sent me in my DT kit, and it fit perfectly in there, so I kind of love that. I love the little bling. And then here you can see two little cameras, which are from Craftsupplies1 as well, just at the bottom of that. And then last but not least, I have used more Scrabble tiles on this one, glossy accents, and this one has the white micro beads in it. And you can see behind here is this beautiful metal filigree piece from Julie's store, just to kind of back, sort of give that a backing on the Scrabble tiles. And then here you can see the tan lace, and then this beautiful bow trim here from Julie's store. And then in the corner here I've used more of those beautiful flowers with the organza and the satin and the stamens, and then some gold flowers from her store, of course. And these wings are also from Julie's store, the silver wings. And then she's got these gorgeous leaves here. Look at how beautiful and shabby chic these are. White satin with little pieces of bling and pearls all the way around them, and they're wired so you can bend them, which is really great. And then another large flower there. And then this is another one of Julie's new metal pieces. It is a butterfly with some flowers, and I again have embossed it. And then I just added another one of Julie's beautiful new flowers down here. It's a little satin or a little organza flower with bling and a little tiny little doily right there. And then coming to the end, I've done another flower exactly the same as the first one, and this is another doily that Julie sent me at Christmas time, and I used the same polka dot trim and the same white insertion cotton lace there, and then the same beautiful flower. So this is my DT project for Craftsupplies1 for the month of February. And again, I hope you guys will tune in for our big cross promotion next month, and do go out and check out all the designers' channels on both teams, and check out Gina's blog. I'll have a video soon with more information and links to the blog, etc., etc., so you guys can go over and see all the projects and everything that everybody's going to be up to next month. It's really going to be fun. Very excited. But as for right now, this is my project, my banner, and I'm going to hang this up soon. I hope that you really like it, and I had a lot of fun making this. And the links to Julie's store will be right down below this video, as always. And thanks for watching, and I'll be back very, very soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.